Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is going to be my detailed review and install of the Borla Touring catback exhaust system with the dual same-side exit configuration, available for your 2015 and newer 5-liter powered F-150. Alright guys, you know the drill here. We're going to talk sound you can expect with this system on your Coyote powered truck. We're also going to talk about the construction and materials here with the Borla system. And then finally, we're going to do a quick little overview of the install itself. And on the surface, you're looking at a 1 out of 3 wrenches here on the difficulty meter. No cutting, no permanent modification, but we will have a little bit more detail coming up later on. So right up front, guys, I'm going to tell you that the Borla Touring system is going to be for the truck owners out there looking for a premium system in regards to overall materials and construction, one that is going to feature the very cool dual same-side exit configuration. But most importantly here with the Borla system, this is going to appeal to the truck owners out there who crave only a little bit more sound over their factory system on the outside while keeping things dead quiet on the inside. So Borla really is a company that needs no introduction. They're one of the top producers of aftermarket exhaust systems for both the F-150 and the Mustang alike. And of course, they produce some systems for other vehicles as well. In addition to that, they also produce the systems for Ford Performance, so obviously they know what they're doing there. And that will be pretty apparent to you once you unbox this thing for the very first time and once you go to throw it on your truck. Now the Touring is just one of 3 different options available for your truck here on the site when it comes to Borla catbacks, the other 2 being the Stinger S-Type and of course the ATTAK, both of which are going to be considerably louder than the Touring system that I have here with me in this video. Now let's get right to the sound, guys, because again, that will be the big separating factor when checking out this system over anything else you're looking at here on the site or from Borla. And as advertised, you guys heard the sound clips at the top of this video, the Borla Touring is a very, very mild system. With the Touring installed, you are getting a small increase in volume over the factory system, but again, guys, not by very much here, which some of you guys might be after, others maybe not so much. If you're after a very aggressive system, you're gonna wanna keep looking because the Touring, quite frankly, isn't gonna be the one for you. Now you are getting a slight bump in volume again, a little deeper tone here with the Touring system, and as I mentioned at the top of this video, guys, you're really not gonna hear this thing very much on the inside of the cab. So breaking out the 1 to 5, my 1 to wake the neighbors scale, with 1 essentially being a stock system, this thing's coming in at a 2 out of 5. Again, you're really not gonna get a ton of volume out of this thing. So if you're after a more aggressive system, but you'd like to stick with the quality and the craftsmanship from Borla, definitely check out the S-Type or the ATTAK that I mentioned a little earlier. So if you aren't getting a ton of extra sound here, why might you want to entertain the Borla Touring system? Well, that Borla quality of construction will be the big appealing factor here, guys. Premium 304 grade stainless steel throughout, including the 3-inch tubing leading through the resonator and the Touring series muffler, before splitting off the 2 1/4-inch mandrel bent tubing, all exiting out the brightly polished 4-inch tips embossed with that Borla logo. But let's backtrack a little bit. Let's talk about what shapes the sound here with this system. And again, as you might imagine, it's going to be the turbo-style Touring series muffler working in conjunction with the mid-pipe resonator here from Borla. Again, just kind of keeping everything in check when it comes to your overall volume. Now, in addition to that, the big thing to point out with this system also is that you're getting that very cool dual same-side exit configuration, which just looks really sharp when installed on the truck. It is going to dump in the factory location right behind the passenger side rear tire, but again, it looks really sharp when installed, and it's also worth pointing out that it's going to weigh considerably less than that factory exhaust system. Now, if you really like the sound you're getting from the Borla, but maybe you're not crazy about this configuration, we also do offer the standard dual split rear exit configuration, a classic look on just about any truck, and you can grab that here at AM for the same price as this system. And speaking of price, guys, this is a premium system after all, so expect to pay a premium price tag. You're gonna be looking at right around $1,100 here for the Borla Touring, which does put it in line with some of the other premium options on the site, such as Corsa and of course the Ford Performance stuff, also made by Borla. But as the old saying goes, you definitely get what you pay for, and that is apparent with the Borla here, especially when it comes time to bolt everything up. And speaking of the install, this is going to be one of those times where the Borla, your extra money and all that good stuff, it really just helps when it comes to the install, because in our experience, these things practically put themselves together on our truck, and that is something that's nice to know before you go into the install. So I'm going to call it 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter here for most owners out there, maybe an hour or 2 in a garage or driveway before you're making some noise. Now I say most owners because the longer wheelbase trucks, basically the Super Crew owners with the 6.5-foot bed or Super Cab owners with an 8-foot bed, you're gonna need to buy the additional mid-pipe adapter. We do sell it here on the site, but it is needed and it is required for the install. So just make sure you get that first if you do have a longer wheelbase truck before getting started with the install. But other than that, guys, you're looking at some basic hand tools here, socket set, things like that, and you should be making some noise in no time. Wrapping this one up here, guys, I'm thinking the Borla Touring is gonna be a great choice for the daily drivers and the family haulers out there who want something that's gonna be considerably better than the factory system in regards to materials, but something that's only gonna be slightly louder than the factory system when it comes to overall volume, and you're not really concerned with being the loudest truck on the block. So that's my review of the Borla Touring, which you can grab right here at AmericanMuscle.com.